here again for another random rant, and today's rant is going to be filmed at the windshield of the car because it's dark as crap in here and you can't see me anyway. So I figured I'd give you a little vision of driving down an old highway out here in the middle of southern Iowa and kind of let you see what the roads look like at night. So anyway, today I want to complain about the fact of just the piss poor assembly quality work that they do at Walmart. Found a bike they had that was on sale on another website, cheaper than Walmart had it. I figured they'd match the price. And it's just a cheap, starter bike. It's a little road bike and that. It's got some semi-knobby tires, so a guy could ride it on the sandy covered roads in the winter and that. That'd be a great little starter pedal bike for me. My buddy's big into bikes. He's been wanting me to get a road bike for quite a while. And I've never really gotten into it, and I'm kind of wanting to try it out. And it was going to be $150. So, I mean, you can't expect a whole lot for $150. But they did have one on the rack there, so I went ahead and I got it out. They've got a nice rack system that holds them and stuff. Brought it down, and of course the tires are flat. And you can tell where people's been riding it, so the tires kind of like wore out and stuff on the sides and that. Which they have tubes in them, which means that somebody's rode it with the tire flat enough. They've probably pinched the tubes. So right there is going to be already a problem. So I think if you're going to have bikes like that, and you're not going to keep the tires aired up, it wouldn't take somebody about a minute to go through and check those once a week or whatever. And there's almost always somebody around there doing nothing. Have them check those kind of little things. Also, whoever put that together was a complete and utter buffoon. The front brake lever on it, I got it on film stuff. You pull the lever all the way back to the handlebars, and it doesn't even touch the wheel. So, they didn't even adjust the cable, it didn't do nothing. The back brake was adjusted, actually was grabbing a little bit, so it worked fine. I lifted up the rear seat, started pedaling the pedals and stuff, tried shifting it through the gears, and the cable is so far off, when it says it's in low, it's actually in second. So you try and shift to second, it shifts to third, which is fine, but you never get to go to low. If you try to shift third, it derails the chain. So it would take, I'd say, 15 minutes to do that bike correctly. I tried to take 20 minutes to do the bike correctly, 15 minutes to do it the way they did it. Because they could have literally taken an extra 5 minutes and adjusted all those cables and stuff and that, which I could do myself, but it's one of those things that I shouldn't have to if it's already pre-assembled. And they wonder why they have so big of policy of people returning the bikes because they don't shift right, the brakes don't work, all those problems because the fact that I'm buying a bike I would think would work. I give as a Christmas gift, or I take it home, ride it myself, whatever, and chain falls off constantly, all kinds of problems. So I went and I was just like, this is ridiculous. This bike's an absolute piece of crap. Didn't have the reflectors on it that come with it. It didn't have the bottle holder that comes with it. It's just missing a bunch of parts. They didn't even final assemble the thing at all. So I finally thought, I'm going to go ask somebody, if they've got one back in the back in a box. Because I thought, well, one in a box might fit in the car. I didn't bring my van today and that kind of thing. So I'll just stick it in the car in the box. I'll assemble it all myself, and I'll know I've got it adjusted best I can. Then after a couple 100 miles, maybe 300 miles, I take it to a real bike shop after the chain stretched, the cables have stretched a little bit. Let a true bike shop tune it up for me. There's a place in Ottumwa, they'll do it for like $15. So I thought, heck with it. I'd let them do it. They know what they're doing. They're going to do a great job. And I went and found somebody finally. That woman didn't know where it was, but she said, I can call somebody. It'll take me a little bit because I got to run all the way over there to the sporting section or whatever, which was, I don't know, probably 25, I don't know. It was probably 15, 20 yards away. But she made it sound like it was going to take an hour and a half to get there. So I waited for about 15 minutes. Finally, she paid somebody. 15 more minutes, the guy came by. He went ahead and he finally went back and he's like, I can go look and see if you go in the box. Go back. Doesn't have one in the box, none of that kind of stuff. So I was like, you know what? Just to hell with it. He's like, well, what's wrong with this bike? And I started pointing out the problems. He's like, well, that wouldn't take that much for you to adjust. And I'm like, yeah, it wouldn't take any more to adjust, but it's already now been adjusted for a long time. And it's also been derailed a couple times, things scratched up, it's beat up some, the tires are, probably the tubes are pinched, whatever, they're probably ruined. So it just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of sucks, kind of stuff happens, but oh well, what can you do? So I went ahead and said to hell with it, and I'm going to have to either order one online, or I might go ahead and see if I can't get them to ship me one in the store, still in the box, so I can put it together myself. And I know no moron put it together, not get the bolts tight, none of that kind of good stuff. So definitely, that's how it goes, I guess. I was really kind of excited I wanted to buy the bike, and I'm afraid now going home I'm going to talk myself out of it. I won't buy the damn thing. So part of the reason I like the idea of buying it at Walmart was because if it is a complete piece of shit, I can take it back. Walmart's pretty open because they know none of their people put put it together worth of shit, so they expect it to be returned, I think. So it's one of those deals that it'd be a super easy return if it is junk. But I don't know. Part of me thinks if I buy something to keep it, I won't bother returning the darn thing. And I mean, it'd be a good little just beat around winter bike if I do decide to buy a better bike this spring, that kind of deal. So mostly I was wanting to complain about just the absolute lack of give a shit from the employees. If you can't put it together right, don't have that job. You know, if you hate putting bikes together, tell them, man, I'll go sweep the floor, I'll clean the toilets, I'll do whatever I got to do with this job. But our whole society needs to just knock this shit off of going to work going, well, they're only paying me $8 an hour, I'm not going to work very hard. They're only paying me $10 an hour, I'm not going to work very hard. If you made an agreement that says I'm going to go to work at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going to work until freaking 1 o'clock in the morning, or whatever the hell schedule you've got, you agree I'm going to be here for set hours, I'm going to do the work for set pay. While you're there, do the damn work. If you're going to do something, do it right. Don't just half-ass this shit. It's one of the problems around our country. Everyone's just half-ass everything, and they wonder why our country's going to hell and nobody wants to deal with customer service anymore and all those damn problems. So, I don't know. It's just one of those great things that just happens, I guess. Maybe it's the fact that I'm just cynical and stuff and I'm pissy. Might be the fact that I owned retail for over 10 years, owned my own business, and I knew the fact that there's only a limited number of customers out there, and you piss them off, they're not going to come back ever and give you any money. So treat every customer like they're your best customer and hope they live up to that status. So anyway, I'm done bitching now. I'll talk to you guys if I have another bitch. Thanks for letting me rant. Thanks for letting me vent. It always seems like I feel better after, letting this stuff out. So have yourself a safe and wonderful day, and thanks for watching.